What is a starseed? A starseed is a being who opted to come down and incarnate into a human body. This being is not of human origin and does not necessarily have to have any prior human lifetimes. Some starseeds have thousands of lifetimes on Earth, some have none. I'm one of those people. This is my first human incarnation. So there were a lot of starseeds who came down to help because in the, let's say, the 1930s, 1940s, there was this group of extraterrestrial beings. They were nefarious in nature, self-centered. They had no consideration for humanity or Gaia or its developing consciousness. They were after metals. They were after resources for their own needs. They had destroyed and essentially used up their entire planet, and they were dying, just like humanity was. We were on the course of self-destruction, and Mother Earth called out for help. This is not the timeline that she wanted to experience. She wanted to experience planetary ascension. So there were hundreds of thousands of souls who came down to help out, basically, to help ease the process of a consciousness shift. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard of the Great Awakening. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about, consciousness or enlightenment or just whatever this is. And that's essentially what we came here to do. A lot of them incarnated they began incarnating in the 50s and late 40s as the hippie movement. These were the first waivers. A lot of them are a lot older now. And the second waivers came in as, and Dolores Cannon speaks on this in her books, they came in as like antennas, essentially to just embody energy and just be. A lot of these beings are in their 40s and 50s now, and they do not super love being around other people. If this is something that resonates with you, then you're probably your second waiver. And some of you guys, some of the second waivers are in their 30s as well. So keep that in mind. Sometimes the lines aren't super boxed in. The third waivers is what I am. The third waivers are coming into their 20s now, should be. And we came as the path shifters, I suppose. We came as the rebellion, the big one, the ones that are supposed to break down the system and do it differently, right? So a lot of people that I encounter are starseeds, a lot of them. A lot of them are not aware of it. A lot of them are still asleep. So to those people, wake up. It's your turn and your time to do what you came here to do, because ultimately we came here to do a job, and that is to help, guide, assist, teach, whatever it is that you feel called to do. Music, medicine. A lot of doctors are great healers. A lot of nurses are great healers. Starseeds are usually very empathic, very intuitive. If you catch yourself feeling like you're not home, or you don't belong here, or you're not like everyone else, something is different and special about you, you're probably a starseed. If you feel yourself looking at the stars and wondering about weird, witchy, esoteric knowledge, that kind of thing, you're probably a starseed. Starseeds, especially for my age group, are a lot more common than not. A lot of the people I run into, and maybe this is just because I'm supposed to, but a lot of the people I run into are starseeds, and they are not aware of it. So if you're curious to know more of what a starseed is, if you're a starseed and where you originate, I can absolutely do a QHHT session with you. That's a great way to find out. You can also meditate. You can do your own research and see what resonates most with you. That's ultimately how I had to find my answers. I wasn't graced with QHHT at that point. I had to really dig deep and spend hours and hours and hours studying and trying to find answers, listening to other people's testimonials and experiences. A lot of starseeds that came down to experience big traumas. And the reason why a lot of starseeds came down to experience big traumas is because a lot of humans have also, well, granted, while we're human, a lot of people have experienced big trauma, and a lot of them have got caught in the karmic wheel and got caught up in reincarnation with their big traumas. So we came to basically experience these big traumas and embody the integration and transformation that comes from the big traumas. I'm sure you guys know what I mean, because if you're a starseed, you have not had an easy life. So I really hope this helps. I hope this resonates. I hope this sparks some more questions. I would love to answer them. I love talking about this kind of stuff. I'd be happy to talk with any of you or set up a QHHT appointment, anything like that if you're curious. And if you're looking for more information, definitely check out Dolores Cannon's books. She speaks a lot on starseeds. So yeah, hope this helps.